Hello everybody, Maninka here, and today I have a very short review of The Awakening by Kate Chopin. Yeah, this is a very non-attractive book cover. However, I read The Awakening at the recommendation of Lena from Just Kiss My Frog, or Just a Frog. So she made a video about books to read when you break up, books that have a good impact on you as a woman, and I was really curious. So I read The Awakening. I was a bit disappointed, and I will let you know why. First of all, talking about the story, it is the story Edna Pontellier, and she is a married woman. She has 2 children, and the book starts with them in a vacation. Edna doesn't look very happy in her marriage. She doesn't communicate with her husband. She's not very involved in the life of her children. And the only thing that gives her some excitement is some guy she met in vacation, Robert. Of course, she doesn't have this idea of going and having an adventure, but things happen to her and she wakes up to and acknowledges that she's not happy with her life and she would like something else, and she has feelings like her body reacts differently to Robert than to her husband. And so there's a process, and it's very well described, the process of the awakening of herself. She's realizing that she's very lonely, she doesn't have things to herself, she doesn't decide what to do, how to do it. She has a lot of social responsibilities towards her husband, towards the community, towards her children, and she's not happy at all. She doesn't want to do any of those things. So the first thing she does, she goes back to her family in New Orleans, to her house, and she completely changes her behavior and her habits. And you would think that she would be happier from this, but she realizes that she is still very lonely. And okay, I'm not going to say the ending. The ending is that she's in a bad place, I would say, and that's all I'm gonna say about the ending. And I did not like this book. I didn't like the writing for some reason. It was all on third persona, and it was always just told how she feels. How I couldn't make it from her dialogue that she was feeling like this. So it was a bit weird. I felt like without these descriptions I couldn't understand her, and it was obvious to me why her husband doesn't understand her, because from her dialogue, from her words, you don't really get too much message. So even though there are a lot of symbols, there are the birds, the sea, there are a lot of symbols, I have to admit the writing and the construction of this novella, I think it's a novella, it's very smart. However, I find Edna very selfish, very self-centered. She's not, even after the awakening, I don't see love from her, I don't see any purpose. And of course it's not her fault, it's just my perception. I also see her looking for freedom, and once she gave herself total freedom, she completely lost all direction in life. Because I mean, complete freedom is no freedom, because you don't know what are the boundaries, you don't know what to do. And this selfishness, or this feeling of complete freedom is what drove her off what could have been a good life, because she started to go against the social rules, and then it just backfired. Also, I think that because of books like this, The Awakening, people have the understanding of a feminist, of somebody that is single, is revolving against the family, and is just going against other people's freedoms, And this is why I don't like this book, and I would not recommend it to other people, because it would give the message that if you are in a family and you're not happy, you should just break the family and destroy things. I mean, it is my understanding that this book, that Edna is self-destructive and destructs a lot of things around her that could have been very good for her even after the awakening. So this is why I would not recommend it. In my opinion, books like these give the impression that a feminist is a single woman that just is completely selfish and self-absorbed, while modern feminists are women that just fight to have something accomplished, fight to have a good family, have, even if they had a past relationship and their marriage didn't work out, a good feminist would divorce and still maintain a good relation with everybody because you're a good woman. I don't know. That's just my understanding. And my hope for future feminists is that we have to learn from past experiences. Of course, when this book was published, the idea of being an independent woman and having things for yourself was rare. So, but we have evolved so much from then. I mean, now younger women or girls already have this idea that they want to do things for themselves. So we have to evolve to the next level where, after the awakening, which happens at much younger age, we have to do things for ourselves to prove that we are a good woman and a good feminist. And it doesn't mean that we have to be against men or to just destroy families or have lovers everywhere, but to have good opportunities for ourselves just like they have for themselves, and to construct, to accomplish something. That would be my hope for the future feminist. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments if you read this book and if you felt like it had a good impact on you, or if you have the same impression as me. Thank you, bye bye!